Alright, back again with another video, and this is a contest response for 3 good nerds. Usually you only see one of the nerds, maybe 2 of the nerds, and sometimes 3 of them on their channel. Lots of TTM, Star Wars, Pokemon, all kinds of pop culture stuff on that channel, so be sure to check them out. The link will not be below because you just type in 3 good nerds. The easiest things in the world to type in, and boom, there it shows up there. So this is a contest response talking about their let's see, how do I word this? The fictional baseball team. So fictional meaning, and I saw an article posted in 2013 about this exact same thing. So it's been done before, but not probably recently, of your favorite characters in movies that you would like to see as an all-star team. But one of the problems with being all-stars, I mean, maybe it's the all-stars of the bad. Because most of these guys started off terrible. If you know anything about the baseball movies, it's 99% underdog movies. And not like people that are all already awesome and stay awesome or get even better. So it's always people that have some sort of issue so they can create their stories, whether it's Rick Vaughn, whoever. I had a list of people that I had written down. If I can remember all of them here. I don't have a full complete team because that's kind of impossible for me to do. So I guess I could say, well, I have a complete team. Just throw in a bunch of ex-major leaguers in your team there and then just create some sort of character name for them. You know, Carney Lansford, that sort of thing. Throw those guys in there. Other ball players or, you know, other actors that would, but I didn't pick a lot of the people that would you normally think of. I mean, there are a few people that are going to be obvious choices here. Rick Vaughn was one of my choices. Charlie Sheen from Major League. It's an okay movie. It's not as exciting as I thought it was going to be, and it wasn't certainly as funny as I thought it was going to be, but I get it. I get it. I didn't pick anybody from Bull Durham. I picked no one from that movie. That's not one of my favorite movies. Showing you a couple of VCR tapes here. You know, this gets kind of nostalgia for me because I dig deep into the movie archive. Unfortunately, my movie archive has been all smashed to ribbons because I basically had to move my entire DVD collection into somewhere else, and it's not working out right. DVD, VCR tapes, all the other films that I currently have. Before I get into those, I wanted to show you what I was wearing in that picture earlier. Let's get rid of this newsletter here, and this is from Premier Props many years ago. It came with pants and a shirt and a hat. I don't have the hat right now in the moment here, but I'll show you the jersey here. I got rid of the shirt because what it was a combination of different uniform pieces from different actors and different people. This may or may not have been from like a what do you call it, a stuntman or whatever, but this is the Yankees from the Bad News Bears, the remake with Billy Bob Thornton. I tried to win anything from that, and I finally got this. It actually fits me quite well. It's actually made for me practically. The pants are just too tiny, and the blue shirt was even tinier. But this has the Big 5 Sporting Goods #1 on the back of it. I was high bidder. What happened, I got towards the end of the auctions. You just never know when the things are going to end. Lamps and all kinds of, you know, interesting props from the movie disappeared, and I wanted something iconic. I couldn't get a Bears uniform because those are going for way too much. So I ended up with a Yankees uniform, and I think I was putting all kinds of crazy bids on another one, and then somebody was following that one, and I guess what happened is I won one, I think, one of the cheapest ones. I was really tickled to death. The shipping was kind of up there, but it worked out for me in my advantage, and I use that. I wear that from time to time. I just have a blue long sleeve, and then the pants I was wearing were from the Storm Chasers, the Omaha Storm Chasers or something like that. And those were $9.99 on eBay. The listings it sent had been removed or pulled, but I think I was the only one to buy a pair of Omaha Storm Chasers pants. I got some in my size, and they're close enough. The stripe doesn't match but it doesn't really matter. It works for what I needed to do, and they're very comfortable to wear around if I needed to. Let's get into a couple movies here, and I'll talk about some of the picks that I have here. This is Blue Skies Again. This is super duper rare. There is a copy of this on YouTube, and you can't even watch it. It's so terrible. This is Robin Bartow, or Paula Fradkin. It's got everybody in here. It's got Dana Elcar, who played Pete Thornton in MacGyver, Mimi Rogers. It's got, I think, Andy Garcia was in this. Harry Hamlin. There's a few other people that I can't think of off the hand here. A Woman in the Major Leagues. She Must Think It's a Game. So it was just a very unusual movie, and it's put out on Warner Brothers. So I thought one of these days it would eventually. It's a PG it's a PG or PG-13, one of those two. The Devils are supposedly a major league team. I don't know, but it was pretty good, and a lot of people would probably enjoy this today because it's very dated, but there's a lot of that kind of stuff going on around here. Kind of interesting there. So it was kind of a cool movie. Unfortunately, the artwork has been sliced, and that may not be the original case I bought it in. I used to go to Videoland, which was a store that was, I don't remember if that was before Blockbuster, but anyway, what they did was they bought out all kinds of video stores, and then they would sell these movies dirt cheap. I want to say this is $4, and this could be like, a $70 VCR tape. I really don't know. And then here's the Bad News Bears Go to Japan. I don't think I've upgraded all my DVDs. I'm not sure. I couldn't find the other copies. I have a really ancient copy of the Bad News Bears and Breaking Training. Or no, it's the original one, I think. And it's a different format, so you can see microphones and all kinds of other things that you would normally not see during the filming. I think it's a really cool, and the artwork is pretty awesome. It's an old one of those old big box ones, I believe is what it is. I don't have that here. This is just a very common. This is probably worth like 50 cents, maybe $1. Has no value. But we'll go to some of the players I talked about. So we got Henry Rowengartner, and he was in the Rookie of the Year. I think he damaged his arm, and he tightened up his muscles or something and became a Major League pitcher for the Cubs. Also, I like his first name. Also, because I saw Rookie of the Year in the movie theaters when I was much younger, when I was a kid practically. I already mentioned he was a 12-year-old kid. I don't know, a little older than that. But Rick Vaughn, just because he's got the awesome glasses. You always got to have a guy with big, thick glasses on your team. So Rick Vaughn. I think there's a lot of people I did not pick because they're just not good. They just wouldn't really. Their characters are just way too crazy. They're just not manageable. They're just not manageable. Jack Elliott from Mr. Baseball. Tom Selleck is an aspiring baseball player in real life, and he went to go to Japan and try his luck there because I guess he's a fading MLB player, and then he's trying to make it work in Japan. Something like that. Then I already mentioned Paula Fradkin, who is portrayed by Robin Bartow, and I tried to find her to get an autograph on something, but she's somewhere in Florida. I have no idea. No idea. Then we got Kelly Leak. I mentioned him earlier. Jackie Earl Haley. I missed out on one of his authentic worn jerseys, and it was within my price range. And wouldn't you know, that jersey that sold for under $1,000? People are wanting over $10,000 or more for things. Unfortunately, that's just how every TV and movie and memorabilia collectible. Somebody buys something on the quote cheap, and then they like 10 or 100 times the price on it, and it's not affordable. It could even be worth more than that. You know, I really don't know. I don't know. I missed the auction. I just didn't know what was going on. And the uniform set that I have here was almost the exact same price as what that other one sold for, just a little bit less. I saw what it sold for. I don't know how far it would have gone if I had put my hat in the ring, but I missed that out and I haven't seen anything since. But some of the people that were not important for the movie, their jerseys and uniforms were selling for a lot. I mean, they were listing for a lot, not selling, but listing. So we have some other people here. I wished I had the pictures. I guess I could just pull up my, pull this up here. Oops, that's not what we want here. We'll just pull this up here very quickly, because looking at no pictures is no fun. So this is from Bad News Bears Go to Japan, and that's, of course, Tony Curtis. I would not want him as my coach. I would want Mike Leake as my coach, you know, Kelly's dad, because eventually he warmed up to the idea of having a kid, but recognizing him. But eventually he became a good coach there. And I got William Devane, or as he likes to call himself, Bill Devane. But these are the three ringers. These are the big kids that showed up, and it was funny because these were kids or high schoolers or whatever that were in Japan at the time, and so they picked them to be in the movie. Funny enough, I think you go to IMDb. No, that's not what we want here. I was at IMDb earlier. Well, we don't have. I was looking up Randy. I wrote their names down. One is Randy Meadows. Oh gosh, I can't read it. Stephen Sullivan and Brad Taylor. I cannot find any of those guys for the life of me, but there's one of the guys right there when he was a kid. And then there's a clip of them on YouTube because somebody had made a note. I guess they went to YHS, some sort of high school in Japan. I don't know the whole story there. But it's kind of cool. I want those ringers on my team because they were awesome. And that was the only good part of Bad News Bears Go to Japan. Tony Curtis, his dry humor was so dry, it just blew away with, you know, and in the dust. There was nothing there. There was no content. It was just kind of a waste, and some of the main characters had kind of disappeared after the second movie. They said, we don't want that, you know, going out to Japan. So they had to throw in some other people that didn't make any sense. It was really kind of a terrible movie. And then I saw some review or some sort of listing and all the different, you know, worst, they were all voted worst to everything in that particular movie. And I believe it. Only 10.5 minutes. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody I was talking about. But like I said, I had picked, you know, like I said, the kid from Rookie of the Year, Rick Vaughn from Major League, Tom Selleck from Mr. Baseball, Paula Fradkin from Blue Skies Again, Kelly Leak, and his dad, Mike Leak, from the Bad News Bears series. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and then the ringers from Bad News Bears Go to Japan. And like I said, squeeze in some Major League ball players that aren't doing anything, like Carney Lansford, and then you got the rest of your team, you know, and maybe credit them or uncredit them. Give them like maybe something witty to say in your movie or your whatever it is. But that's my team as best as I can do it. I just don't have a lot of imagination. I did the best that I can on this one. And check out Three Good Nerds channel. They're always doing other contests. They're really excited about this one here. And I'm glad to participate. Hopefully other people get to see my video. I looked to see if I could find any other contest responses. Excuse me. I just finished my lunch, and I haven't found any. But anyway, mail is not here. Just, you know, 11:30, and mail is not here. I don't know what's going on with mail. Probably Tuesday's a no mail day. Who knows? Thank you for watching.